The star of I Am Jazz, Jazz Jennings, hit rock bottom mentally and physically during her gender affirmation journey, and she's determined to gain back control of her life. Weight loss journey. When fans reunited with Jazz during season 7 of I Am Jazz, she reflected on her physical appearance.
Now, almost 100 pounds heavier, here I am today.
The reality personality was open about her weight gain and also very transparent about her physical health. From 2019 to 2021, Jazz gained 100 pounds. Months before season 7 aired, Jazz addressed her weight gain in an Instagram post and was very honest about the current state of her health. She posted a comparison picture of herself before and after her weight gain. In her after picture, she revealed her bare stomach, showing her fans the reality of her situation without trying to hide behind baggy clothes. In her caption, she revealed that her binge eating disorder plus her increased appetite from medication she was taking led her to the substantial weight gain.
If I look at my body in the mirror, I could clearly see that I've gained weight and I'm not really happy with that image.
She wrote in her caption, "I've been saying I'm ready to turn over a new leaf, but I'm running out of trees now. I'm ready to take the initiative and create positive changes when it comes to my health and body." However, during season 7 of I Am Jazz, she was still struggling with her binge eating and motivation to work out. Her family started giving her a dose of tough love because they wanted her to transition to a healthy lifestyle before attending Harvard.
I don't want to make you feel really bad, but this has got to stop, okay?
All right, bye.
She did allow her friends to train her in the gym to help motivate her. Jazz called her gym session a humbling moment because she proclaimed to once be the dominant athlete when she played soccer, but now struggles with basic exercises.
Now it's like we're humbling you.
Making the change. Jazz faced many complications throughout her gender confirmation journey. During season 5 of the show, fans saw firsthand the struggles Jazz faced during her surgeries.
I was pretty worried at that point.
She was taking hormone blockers, which didn't allow her to go through puberty. The complications resulted in her surgery taking double the time of a normal gender confirmation procedure, but everything turned out normal. However, there was trouble in the healing process, so she went back into the operating room to get it fixed.
I felt something go pop.
If that would have happened outside of a professional's care, the results would have worsened. Journey of womanhood. Although Jazz is a woman, not everyone is accepting of that since she was born with male body parts. Jazz had a boyfriend named Amir, and fans were able to see the progression of their relationship on the show. She had shared her email address to her YouTube subscribers, which is how they initially connected. They hit it off after meeting at a transgender health conference and continued to constantly be in contact with each other. Amir never had a problem with Jazz being a transgender woman. He would always say he saw her for what she was, a woman. However, Amir's mother didn't have the same view as her son.
My mom is not actually as accepting as I originally thought she would be.
In an episode of the show, Amir told Jazz that his mom would intentionally call Jazz a he because she was born with male body parts.
That's a man because you're born a man and...
So she misgendered me.
Yeah.
However, this didn't affect their relationship, but their personalities weren't exactly compatible. Amir admitted on the show that he's more reserved than Jazz and that it takes him a lot to open up. Since Jazz was still embracing her gender identity and Amir was struggling with his mental health, they decided to break up in an attempt to stay friends. Embracing the spotlight. As we all know, Jazz is a very open book and an outgoing woman, so sharing her transformative journey for the rest of the world to see wasn't a problem for her. Her parents, along with the rest of her family, have been very supportive of her journey, which not a lot of transgender men and women have. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Jazz said that she didn't have any regrets putting her journey in the spotlight. She revealed that she received many messages from other transgender men and women thanking her for her bravery, and that I Am Jazz helped them through the hard time of transitioning into another gender. Struggles of binge eating. Before her 100-pound weight gain, Jazz opened up about her binge eating disorder. During an episode of the show, Jazz's mom made her a smoothie to help her stay on track with a healthy lifestyle. During their conversation, Jazz admitted to going on an eating binge the day before.
Like yesterday?
Like yesterday. I fell off the wagon.
What'd you get?
She listed off her food intake in just one day that didn't contribute to her healthy lifestyle.
Got a chicken tender sub with buffalo sauce, 5 fried chicken drumsticks,
a box of cookies, chocolate milk, and chocolates. Although her family tries to help her with her eating disorder, it's hard for Jazz to get out of that mindset. Harvard girl. After graduating high school in 2019, Jazz was accepted into Harvard.
Okay, Harvard. Congratulations.
which is like a big deal. She was set to pack her bags and attend Harvard that upcoming fall, but didn't end up going. On October 1st, 2019, Jazz shared the news to her fans through an Instagram post. She revealed that she decided to take a break and focus on herself before attending Harvard. She said that the past few years of her life were extremely busy, from going through her gender affirmation journey to dealing with her binge eating disorder, and she wanted to attend Harvard in the strongest version of herself. But being readmitted to Harvard isn't as easy as telling the admissions team, "Okay, now I'm ready to attend school." Jazz had to meet multiple requirements to be readmitted to the Ivy League school, and meeting those requirements was not easy. She had to be productive during her break so that she could prepare for the intense course load and schedule she would have at Harvard. Like, hello, have you seen Legally Blonde? The school required Jazz to volunteer 40 hours a week during her 6-month gap. Luckily, she snagged an internship at a plastic surgeon's office to fulfill that requirement. After talking to a Harvard admissions representative during season 7 of I Am Jazz, the rep threw in another requirement that wasn't initially brought to her attention. Jazz had to find a new clinical team in Boston before she could be readmitted. After her Zoom meeting with Harvard, Jazz explained to her parents, "So I need to transition from my current doctors to a new set of therapists, psychiatrists, and a case manager." Fortunately, everything turned out in her favor and Jazz got readmitted to Harvard. On January 18th, 2022, Jazz posted a TikTok announcing the big news to her followers. In the season 7 finale of the show, Jazz was setting off to attend the college of her dreams. And yeah, we may have shed a tear while watching.
Jazz, I know you were waiting for the message, so want to let you know as soon as I did. You're approved to return. Welcome to Harvard again!
Inspiring others. Jazz is an LGBTQ+ activist, and her inspiration to other transgender men and women goes far beyond the show. In an episode of the show, Jazz mentored 3 transgender youth and discussed her surgical complications. Jazz told the girls how her healing process was and the difficulties she faced. One of the girls praised Jazz for being so open about her surgery and didn't hide the bad part of her journey. She said,
"She has been so honest with everyone for so long. Like, why hide this?"
mental health struggles. After getting accepted into Harvard and visiting the campus, Jazz realized in real time the intensity of being an Ivy League school student. After her visit, her anxiety increased, which led to numerous emotional breakdowns. They were so intense that her mother even said she was unraveling and was concerned for her mental health.
Emotionally and spiritually, and I've had a lot of anxiety lately.
Her father described her letdowns from her drag show and her high school graduation speech as a downward spiral. During the season 7 premiere, Jazz's siblings admitted that she has a ways to go with her mental health, but expressed that she was in a way better place than season 6 and the time in between filming. Judgy Family. As much as her family has been her constant support system, their tough love sometimes makes Jazz feel like they're judging her. In season 7, Jazz's siblings approached her with a plan to help her stay on track and start to get healthy. Each of her siblings were willing to take on a role to be Jazz's motivator, but Jazz didn't take the plan in the positive way that it was intended. Jazz voiced that she felt her siblings put her on the spot and talk at her rather than to her, but sometimes Jazz doesn't want to put the work in to meet the goals she sets for herself. Getting back on track. After facing so many challenges these past few years, from her surgeries to her weight gain and putting Harvard on hold, Jazz is ready to take control of her life. She found a new clinical team in Boston and will finally experience the Elle Woods Harvard lifestyle. Even though she's still navigating through life, she seems way more positive and confident than we saw her at the end of season 6. After having things taken from her and trying to reverse her 100-pound weight gain, Jazz is willing to take the steps to have a successful life. Do you think she'll stick to a healthy relationship with food? Will going to Harvard set her back in her old habits? Let us know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to The Things Reality.